Well, the title has piqued your interest, hasn't it? Welcome. Now, should I officially greet you, or should I cut straight to the point and talk about one powerful hack that can make you the most productive person in your circle? Spoiler alert, you'll need a dash of self-discipline to see the magic work. For those who don't know me, I'm Arij, a psychologist and life coach with a community of learners that stretches across the globe. I teach practical tools that can help you change your life, tools that I've used with thousands of learners who now see remarkable improvements in how they manage their time, energy, and emotions. If you're looking for more in-depth lessons, head over to my Patreon, where I offer exclusive courses, personal coaching, and tons of valuable content that goes beyond what you'll find on YouTube. All right, let's talk productivity. The hack I want to introduce today involves tomatoes. Yup, you heard that right, tomatoes. Although, if we're being precise, we should call it the Pomodoro Technique. What does this have to do with being productive, you ask? Well, it turns out that Pomodoro is the Italian word for tomato. So if you're intrigued by how tomatoes and time management are related, stick around. You're about to learn how this quirky yet highly effective technique can transform the way you work. Let me start by saying this. The Pomodoro Technique isn't just another productivity trend. It's an old-school, time-tested method that has helped millions of people organize their workday and achieve more in less time. Imagine a system that turns time into your ally, not your enemy. A method that can help you break through the haze of procrastination and distraction, allowing you to focus deeply and consistently. So how does it work? Essentially, it's all about breaking your workday into smaller, more manageable time blocks. The standard Pomodoro technique involves working in 25-minute intervals, known as pomodoros, followed by short breaks. The idea is to focus intensely on one task during each interval, allowing your brain to rest in between, which keeps you fresh and motivated throughout the day. Here's where it gets interesting. The method taps into how our brains naturally work. Studies in cognitive psychology show that our ability to focus is finite. Our brains are wired to work best in short bursts of focus, followed by brief periods of rest. So when we push ourselves to concentrate for hours on end, we're fighting against our own biology. Now, if this sounds like something that might help you, let's see if you fit the mold. Do you find yourself constantly distracted? Maybe you spend more time on your phone than actually working, or perhaps you've got a to-do list that feels never-ending. You might even feel guilty for procrastinating, or have this sinking feeling that you're never doing enough, no matter how much you get done. If any of this resonates with you, then trust me, the Pomodoro Technique is going to be your new best friend. Before we dive into how the Pomodoro Technique works, let's take a quick look at where it all began. The technique was developed in the late 1980s by an Italian university student named Francesco Cirillo. Cirillo, frustrated by his lack of productivity, decided to challenge himself to just focus for 2 minutes. He reached for a kitchen timer, one shaped like a tomato or pomodoro in Italian, and timed himself. To his surprise, the short burst of focus worked wonders. Over time, he extended the challenge to 25 minutes of focused work, followed by a break. Eventually, this practice became the Pomodoro Technique we know today. What's fascinating about Cirillo's method is that it emerged from the real struggles of a student trying to combat procrastination. The beauty of the technique lies in its simplicity. You don't need fancy apps or complex systems, just a timer, a clear goal, and the commitment to follow through. Since its inception, the Pomodoro Technique has been used by individuals and teams around the world. It's highly effective because it leverages the power of timed focus, along with the psychological satisfaction of completing tasks in manageable chunks. And let's face it, there's something very motivating about racing against the clock, knowing a break is just minutes away. All right, now let's get into the nitty-gritty. Is the Pomodoro Technique for you? I want you to take a moment to think about how you usually work. Do you often feel overwhelmed by the number of tasks on your to-do list? Do you struggle to maintain focus for long periods, only to end up procrastinating? Perhaps you've tried other productivity methods, but nothing seems to stick, and you're left feeling frustrated. If that's the case, the Pomodoro Technique might be exactly what you need. It's perfect for people who find it hard to concentrate, who get distracted easily, or who have a lot on their plate and don't know where to start. The technique is designed to help you break free from the cycle of procrastination by giving you a structured way to approach your work. This method also works wonders if you're someone who underestimates how long tasks will take. A common cognitive bias called the planning fallacy makes us think we can accomplish more in less time than we actually can. The Pomodoro Technique helps you become more realistic about your workload by tracking the time it takes to complete tasks. In short, if you struggle with distractions, lack of motivation, or poor time management, the Pomodoro Technique can provide the structure and discipline you need to stay on track. Now that you have an idea of what the Pomodoro Technique is and whether it suits you, let's look at the key benefits it offers. You might be wondering, why should I bother with this method? What makes it so effective? Let me break it down for you. First, reduces anxiety around deadlines. If you constantly feel pressured by deadlines or overwhelmed by the sheer number of tasks on your plate, the Pomodoro Technique can help. By breaking your day into 25-minute segments, you only have to focus on one task at a time. This reduces that looming sense of dread you get when you look at your never-ending to-do list. Next, it enhances focus and concentration. We live in a world filled with distractions, and staying focused for long periods can be tough. The Pomodoro Technique helps sharpen your focus by giving you a clear, limited time frame to work within. When the clock is ticking, your brain knows it's time to buckle down. The technique also improves time awareness. One of its most powerful aspects is how it increases your awareness of time. You start to realize just how much or how little you can accomplish in 25 minutes. This awareness helps you better plan your day and become more mindful of how you're spending your time. Additionally, it builds motivation through small wins. Every time you complete a Pomodoro, you've achieved something. These small wins build up over the day, giving you a sense of accomplishment and boosting your motivation to keep going. The Pomodoro Technique helps combat burnout. One of the reasons people burn out is that they try to work nonstop without giving themselves a break. This technique prevents this by forcing you to take regular breaks, which refreshes your mind and keeps your energy levels high. It also increases productivity. At its core, the Pomodoro Technique is a productivity hack. It helps you get more done in less time by eliminating distractions, improving focus, and ensuring you take necessary breaks to recharge. Finally, it promotes self-discipline. Using a timer to track your work helps develop self-discipline. You're training yourself to work within a structured framework, and over time, this discipline extends to other areas of your life as well. Now, let's dive into the juicy part. What are the benefits of incorporating Pomodoros into your daily routine? You might think, how can something so basic really change the way I work? But the magic lies in its simplicity. Let me explain why this technique works so well. The Pomodoro Technique reduces anxiety and overwhelm. If you've ever looked at a mountain of tasks and felt that paralyzing anxiety of not knowing where to start, this technique can help. By breaking your work into 25-minute intervals, you only need to focus on the next small chunk, not the entire mountain. This makes tasks feel manageable and achievable, easing the anxiety of, "I'll never finish this." It boosts focus and flow. Think about the last time you were completely immersed in a task, losing track of time because you were so absorbed. The Pomodoro Technique encourages that state of flow by removing distractions and setting clear boundaries around your time. With a ticking timer, you know there's an end in sight, allowing you to dive deep without worrying about the clock. This technique also increases awareness of your time. Ever wonder where your time goes? The Pomodoro Technique gives you a clear visual of how your time is spent. You begin to see patterns in your day, where your energy peaks and dips, and what tasks consistently take longer than expected. This awareness is crucial for improving your productivity because it shows you where you can make adjustments. It combats procrastination. One of the main reasons we procrastinate is that tasks feel overwhelming. But when you know you only need to work for 25 minutes, that resistance melts away. It's easier to convince yourself to work for 25 minutes than for hours on end. Often, once you start, you'll find that motivation follows. Finally, it encourages regular breaks for better health. Sitting at a desk for hours on end isn't just bad for your productivity, it's bad for your health. The Pomodoro Technique's built-in breaks encourage you to get up, stretch, hydrate, and reset your mind, which is essential for long-term well-being. In summary, the Pomodoro Technique is a game changer for anyone looking to improve their productivity and well-being. So, how can you get started? It's simple. Start by choosing a task you want to work on. Set your timer for 25 minutes and focus solely on that task for the entire time. When the timer goes off, take a short 5-minute break to stretch, grab a snack, or do something enjoyable. Repeat this process 4 times, and after the 4th Pomodoro, take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. You'll be amazed at how much you can accomplish in just a few hours. It's all about harnessing the power of focused work, setting boundaries, and respecting your brain's natural rhythms. Now, if you're excited to give this a try, I'd love to hear about your experiences. Share your thoughts and any tips you have in the comments below. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. And if you're looking to dive even deeper into psychology and productivity, be sure to check out my Patreon page where I offer exclusive courses, coaching, and tons of other content designed to help you reach your full potential. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy working.